Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and on today's video we are live and we are going to be making homemade bhajias, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So let me know if you join the chat, come say hello, and I will also be doing a quick shout out to all the people, the first 10 people who join the live stream. So on my table over here I have my ingredients. I have potatoes, which I'm going to be using. I have my blender because I'm going to be blending some ingredients as I do my bhajias. I also have turmeric, I have salt, I have black pepper, I have super fine gram flour. This is the will be using, and I also have some danias, I have onion, I have garlic, and I have ginger. These are my ingredients and they are all cleaned up, and I will go ahead to start peeling my potatoes and get into the recipe. So let's start making these bhajias and let's have fun on this live stream. Let me also know if you can hear me well when you come to the chat, and let's get into it. If you're coming in, just let me know how you are, where you're watching me from, and the first process is going to be peeling my potatoes. RIFMK, thank you so much for joining in. Give the video a thumbs up as well. How are you doing? RIF MK, where are you watching me from? Where are you? I'm glad you're here. If you're just joining the chat now, we are just here preparing the potatoes. So first, these are freshly harvested potatoes, and I'm just peeling them so that I can start preparing my bhajia. So I just peeled the potatoes. I have a bowl of water here where I'm putting in my potatoes so that I can clean them, and then let's start the process. Bhajias is actually something, I think it's an Indian cuisine because it's a way of preparing potatoes, and this is how you do it. It's usually one of the major fast foods that we get from here in our fast foods restaurants, and I think it's a party food, and it's very interesting way of how to prepare potatoes. Thank you so much, Quattro Mom, for joining in the chat. Thank you so much. So our potatoes are clean, and now we are just going to start with the process of preparing them. And this will involve cutting them into thin slices. And that's what we are going to be doing right now. So we have our chopping board ready, and we're just going to cut these potatoes into slices. And that's the slice that we are aiming to get. So after we cut the slices, obviously we are putting back the potatoes in water because they have a lot of starch. So the water actually will keep rinsing them until now you are done with the whole process. So I'm still cutting my potatoes into thin slices, and this kind of slice is what you're aiming to get for you to start making your bhajias. This is a perfect slice. Now we are done with the whole process of cutting or slicing our potatoes into circles. And now we are just going to rinse out this water. As you can see, it's still so starchy. And then we can give our potatoes one more rinse. Now this is what we are aiming for. They are clean. So now our potatoes are clean, and what we are going to be doing is to mix all these ingredients. These ingredients are going to go for our mixture when we are doing the gram flour. So what we are going to do is to peel out these ones so that we can put them in the blender, which my blender is here, and then blend them so that we get a cool paste which is going to mix with the gram flour and a little bit of water to make the mixture that is going to bind our potatoes for the bhajias. So let's get into it. So the first process, so we are cutting in the onions, or chopping our onion. I have one big onion, and this is a red onion is what I'm currently using. I see there are 4 people who are alive. Kindly say hello and give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you think. Can you hear me well? Is it clear? Let me know. Just give me a thumbs up when you come on the live chat. And remember, I also promised to give a shout out to the first 10 people who come on the live chat. So let me know where you're watching me from. Can you hear me well? So my onion is ready. So what I'm chopping next is my garlic. And it doesn't actually even matter even if you chop it or how you put it full, because it's going into the blender, so it's gonna be blended and we get the final product. So next we are going to peel our ginger. A spoon does this well. Hi Irene Kimani. Hi Ruth, watching from Broaka. Thank you so much, Irene. How is Ruaka? I hope you enjoy you enjoy the bhajia process. I love bhajias, and I just thought that it's fun if I'm going to be showing you live video of how I make mine. Thank you so much for all of you who are here. Make sure you say hello. I don't mind giving you a shout out, and of course I want to know where you are watching me from. So what is happening right now, we are just peeling the ginger. It does so well with the spoon, you see, because those peels come out so easily. And it's clean. But the secret with the ginger, if you want it not to have a lot of fiber when you cut it, is to just chop it a little bit in cubes, and then you put it in the blender. That way it's going to reduce the amount of fiber that it forms when you blend it, because I think it has a lot of fiber normally. So when you chop it mostly into cubes and then you put it in your blender, then it's easier that way. The Messy Kitchen. Hi guys. Thank you so much for joining the live chat. So we have added in our ginger, and now the next process is just to blend everything in. So the next process, we are going to chop our dania, cilantro, or whichever name you give them. So we are going to chop them into very fine pieces. So that's our finely chopped danias, and now they are ready as well. If you're just joining the live chat right now, we are making some bhajias and I'm doing it on live TV. Let me know when you come in. Kindly also give me a thumbs up when you come in. Let me know where you're watching me from. I see 7 people already live. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think. Have you tried bhajias before, and how else do you like to prepare your potatoes? And let's see how this process goes, and let's see what we get at the end of the day. As you cook in the kitchen, of course, cleaning is paramount, so you can keep wiping the surfaces as you go. So the next process, we are adding in water in our blender. This is just to help the blender to go ahead and do some good work with the blending. So what you are putting in is the onion, ginger, garlic, and this is what we are going to be blending. It's Myla. Thank you so much for being here. Now our mixture is blended. You can see what we have. This is what we are aiming for when we put on our mixture to do the coating of potatoes so that we can start cooking them. So this is the mixture we want. So in a clean bowl, we are going to add in all the ingredients together and we can start mixing them. So this is the current gram flour that I'm going to be using. This much, I'm just going to eyeball the mixture and know that this is the good amount that I'm going to use. You can actually measure, this is about 1.5 cups of gram flour. Oh, beyond Eliza Lydia's. Hi, Ruth, watching from Ruiro. Thank you so much for joining in the live chat. We are making bhajias. Thank you so much. When you come in, make sure you give me a thumbs up. So we already have our gram flour. This is like 1.5 cups. I'm just eyeballing the mixture. And then what we are going to do is add in our turmeric, salt, and black pepper. So in our gram flour, we have added in salt, black pepper, and turmeric. And then we are going to give this a quick mix with a whisk, with a spoon, or whatever you have in your kitchen. You can go ahead and use whatever you have. And then after this, we are adding in our cilantro, and this is dania, chopped danias, yes. Make sure that they are fine because you want them to go well with the mixture when you start binding your mixture for bhajias. So make sure you are also chopping them evenly and as finely as you can. After that is done, we are adding in the blended mixture. Remember, the blended mixture is onion, garlic, ginger, and we put a little bit of water because we just want all the flavors to be in our potatoes. So that's what we are adding in here. And then we are going to add in a little bit of water because we want to help the mixture to be able to coat the potatoes. So that's what we are doing over here. I think we are going to add in a little bit more water. This is still so thick, but of course you keep looking at the mixture because you don't want it to be too watery, because if it ends up being too watery, it's not going to coat the potatoes well. But of course you also don't want it to be too thick because then the potatoes are just going not to get evenly coated. So on my mixture, I'm going to add in a little bit of more water. That much. A little bit more because it's still thick, you can see. And there's just something about us because we just love to eyeball all the ingredients. I don't know, do you do this in your kitchen or you're stuck on the measurements? But of course you can measure depending, but I'm used to just eyeballing the mixture and yeah, it never fails me. So this is what I'm still doing on this recipe. Make sure you say hello and you give me a thumbs up when you come on the chat. Let me know where you're watching me from. And I'm happy you're here. So this is the mixture. You see that it has come up so well, and it's thick. Actually, this is going to be a very good consistency to coat our potatoes. It's Myla, I see you. The Messy Kitchen, are you still here? Irene, Beyond, Eliza's Lydia, I see you guys. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. So our mixture is ready, and this is the consistency that we get. It's nice, it's not so watery, it's just the right consistency because we want our potatoes to be well coated before we start deep frying them. So the next process, I'm going to prepare and start heating my oil so that when I'm coating the potatoes, then the oil is also heating up so that I can start deep frying. So that is the next process. I'm going to move the camera there for deep frying as well. So let me move you here so that you can start seeing the process. This is my oil. It's heating up. I'm going to be using my electric cooker here because it's the one that has a lot of heat. And then I also have the oil on this level. My potatoes are there. And let's get it hot. You don't want it to be boiling hot, but you want it to have a good temperature, because the moment you put it in boiling hot oil, it's going to start burning. So I'm just going to show you the process. So let's wait for our heat to heat the oil, and then we can start deep frying the bhajias. Hello, Magdalena. I see you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm here. My sister is helping me up as well. So I'm waiting for the hot oil, and then I can start showing you the process of how we do the bhajias. The oil is almost hot enough, and then we can continue with the process. Our oil is hot now. We have Pikana S also on the live stream. Thank you so much. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I see only 3 thumbs up, guys. Kindly give me a thumbs up. So our oil is hot. I was testing it with my wooden spoon. When you put the wooden spoon in the oil and you see it bubbling, like it's bubbling, then you know that your oil is hot, and this is a good temperature because we want the potatoes to start cooking so that they can cook on the inside before they can start browning up. So that is it. So what I'm going to be showing you is me coating the potatoes and of course putting them here on my oil. And of course you don't want to overdo it, so you are just managing the potatoes you put in here so that they can cook, and then you can repeat the process until the whole batch is done. So let's get into that. So what is happening right now, you can see our bhajias, they are over here, and I've put actually my heat on the electric cooker, and I'm cooking with the temperature of 5. Yes, and because I don't want it to be super hot, because I want them to cook slowly until now the potato is cooked inside and then it starts crunching up on the outside. So that is the process that is happening over here. You can see I've just put correct amount so that it doesn't get overflowing, so that all the potatoes can cook as well, and then I'll repeat the same process until all my batches are done. Let me know where you're watching me from. I see you. I have 7 people online. Say hello, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think. Are you going to try out this recipe? Have you eaten bhajias before? And this is also food you can prepare for any parties that you might have in your household. And it's also very nice for way of how to enjoy potatoes in a different way. We have mashed potatoes, we have bhajias, we have chips, we have roast potatoes. We have so many ways of how you can prepare potatoes, and this is one of a fun way to make potatoes, especially for party food. If you're just joining in the live stream, we are making bhajias here, and yeah, we are almost done and almost tasting our bhajias, but for now they are still cooking. We are deep frying them, and let's see how it goes. Make sure you say hello when you come on the live chat, and also give me a thumbs up. So what you can keep doing is actually, like now I'm checking in if they are cooked, but you don't want them to be like, you don't want to disturb them a lot. You just want them to cook, because the gram flour is really nice in coating, and then it helps the potatoes to just crunch up. So yeah, that's the process. It's very easy and self-explanatory. So the bhajias are still cooking and they are still soft, you can tell. So mostly it always cooks for around 8 minutes for them to crunch up, because we are not doing any branching over here. We are just adding them in. Make sure that the heat is minimum so that they can start cooking from inside, and then of course they are going to get the crunch by the time the 8th minute is up. So that is what I'm checking, and of course from time to time, like I have already stirred these for 2 times, and then yeah, I will just check in one more time because I can see they have already started crunching up. I hope you can see. And then of course I'm going to show you the final result. Magdalena, you still there? Thank you so much. Thank you, Pikana S. Please go give me a thumbs up. You can see the way they have started browning up. So okay, our first batch is ready. So I'm removing those from the heat. And of course you also want to catch every debris that were left. And this is so far how we get the bhajias. You see they are browned up, they are crunchy, and they are delicious. So what we do is we continue with the second batch until all our potatoes are done. And this is the results that we get. Look, these are bhajias. I'm just fetching some from here. They are well coated, as you can tell. Look, both sides are coated up and they are crunchy from the outside, and then the potato has cooked completely on the inside. And that's the most simple way of how you can make bhajias and get to enjoy them as well. It's very easy. So what I'm going to do is to continue adding in the second batch on the oil and then cook it until again it's ready. Remember, you are cooking for about 8 to 9 minutes when you put it in oil, so make sure that the oil is not too hot so that it doesn't make the bhajia to flop. So it cooks from inside and then it gets it crunchy on the outside when it's the 8th or the 9th minute. Remember, our mixture is this thickness. Make sure it's not watery so that it coats your potatoes perfectly as well. And this is the result you get. So this is my basic recipe of bhajias. I hope you loved it. Let me know what you think. Thank you for all who are here. Cook with Jum, cook with Jim, Uma, cook with Uma. Hi, thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up. We are making bhajias. Wow, live cooking. Yes, it's live cooking. We are making bhajias. And here is my first batch. They are perfect, and maybe I will show you me tasting them. They are really delicious. And if you want to try out this recipe, I actually shared every process from start to finish, from peeling my potatoes, cleaning them, and everything that I have added in this. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Make sure you also give the live stream a thumbs up, and I really appreciate. We are making bhajias, and thank you for all of you here and watching the session. So I'm making my second batch and also of course getting a thumbnail for this video, and these are delicious. Your family, your friends, your children gonna love these party food and a delicious way of how to make potatoes. Yeah, I'm making my second batch, as you can see from the live stream. It's live cooking, so you need to keep turning them, because if you forget they might burn on one side. So you flip them until you're satisfied and they have cooked for 8 minutes. Cook with Uma, surely. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. So our second batch is ready. You can see it has really browned perfectly. So this is done, and we're just going to remove them from the heat or from the oil. Look at how brown they are. This is the second batch of the bhajias, and they look really nice. I'm going to take a good thumbnail. I'll just maybe show you better on the camera. Let me shift the camera so that I show you, and then we go to the testing. Of course, that's the fun part when you're cooking, the testing. Oh, these are nice. They are delicious. So I'm obviously putting them in these greaseproof paper so that the excess grease can be left here. And then yes, so with the mixture what you do is like you stir everything in here like you can see, and then you can use your hands, but I'm using a spoon. Whichever you pick is going to work for you definitely. And then make sure that you coat the potatoes well, and then of course you put them in the deep frying oil, and then of course the process starts. Make sure you cook them for about 8 to 9 minutes. That's when the potato is going to be completely cooked inside, and of course it crunches up on the outside with the coating and everything. Remember, we were making bhajias and we started with the process of preparation from the potatoes to the mixture that we did the onion, garlic, ginger, and then we blended in that so well, and then we added in our gram flour. I was using super fine gram flour. If you're just joining the chat, this is the gram flour that I was using. You can find these in the nearest supermarket. I actually bought these 1 kg, and it has made about 4 batches of so many potatoes. So this is going to make a good component or compilation of bhajias, like 4 good batches. Yeah, using that bowl, 4 good batches of that bowl. And this is the bowl I'm talking about, 4 good batches of this bowl of potatoes, this gram flour 1 kg. And then the rest of the ingredients is cilantro or danias, and then you mix that, and this is the deep frying oil that we are using. And this is the end result. Let me show you so that we can also get on the testing. This is the results that we got of our bhajias. They are very delicious. You can see the coating is evenly done. You can see everything that was in the bhajias, and then they have crunched up so nicely on the top, and then everything looks delicious. And now we can do the testing for you guys, okay? Yes, this is it. Let's do the testing. Let's see. That's the live stream, and what we are going to do is just do the testing. I have this one here. They are really nice. Every flavor joined in, and it's really delicious. You can see from the inside, and perfect. Yes. Thank you so much for all of you who joined the live stream. Let me know what you think. If you love this kind of videos, let me know. Also, I will be doing more live streams if you enjoy these, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Let me know if you're going to give this recipe a trial. It's very easy actually, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I know, yeah, on the live stream we have been here for 1 hour, but it's just because I'm recording, I'm doing the work. Of course, my sister is helping me here, but I had a lot of fun doing these, guys, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Until next time, bye bye. These are so delicious.